episode of Loud About Nothing. It's me, your boy, the hottest dude in the podcast game, Sebastian Conelli. And as always, per usual, we got the cute boy here himself, Robbie boy. Robbie, say hello to the beautiful people.
Beautiful people, what's going on?
What's going on? You know what's going on, Rob?
What?
We are officially not being played inside homes anymore. We're being played in earbuds on beautiful walks around neighborhoods.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining.
Yes.
That's what I'm imagining because now it's a walking season.
It is walking season.
It's people.
I walked 60,000 steps this weekend.
Yeah, because it's walking season.
Yeah.
And what goes better than with walking season? A beautiful podcast from the boys.
Yeah. Yes. Tell a friend.
Tell a friend. Be like, hey,
friend.
I heard you're
Walk
trying to
with
get
us.
your steps in.
Yes.
Right?
Walk with us.
Ready? I'll give you a little rhythm to walk to. Bum, 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 bum.
I think if they wanted music, they would choose music.
No. Someone was like, let me turn on the podcast, and maybe Sebastian's making musical noises with his mouth. But no, it's outside season. It's so beautiful.
Yes, it is beautiful. I think the first nice weekend in New York is a holiday weekend.
The first nice weekend in New York is a holiday weekend. That's a beautiful sentiment. I think because everyone goes, stop responsibility, let's go outside.
Yes.
Let's
that first
go
Friday
outside.
after work, hopefully people go, they get their outdoor drinks, and it's kind of like, we made it through. The nice weather is here to stay. It's holiday weekend. Also, we don't get that much time where we're kind of in the 75 and sunny range.
No.
We maybe get 6 weeks.
Less and less every year.
Less and less every year.
Less and less of the beautiful weather every year.
So we really need to celebrate it, and it's nice to see that it gets celebrated.
People are outside. You hear
Yes.
noises. You start seeing people just laughing,
I know.
walking down the street, laughing, having a good time. People bumping into each other that they haven't seen all winter.
I know. I walking around Saturday night, just walking the neighborhood, and I felt inspired to call my friend who lives in Williamsburg. I'm like, do you want to go out in Williamsburg tonight? That's not a thought I've had in 6 months.
Wow.
That's not a place I really like to go out.
No.
Or a place that that's just
And
not
you
something
did?
I'm ever trying to do. No, I did not end up doing it. But I felt this jolt of
Damn.
motivation to call my friend and go, what's going on in Williamsburg? Those are words I haven't said out loud in probably 3 or 4 years.
The only thing tougher than being like, damn, I want to go out in Williamsburg is being like, but I have no one to go out with.
Well, I have a friend who has a apartment in Williamsburg.
course.
He lives above a bar, and he goes out a lot in Williamsburg. So I was like, he would kind of be my shepherd, I guess. So, but it's not something that I'm really ever trying to do. But I think some magic got
It's
a
in the
hold
air.
of me. Yeah, as I was walking, I'm like, I gotta go out tonight.
It's
Who
in
should I
the
call?
air.
Who knows where to go out? Because I don't know where the fuck to go out anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
Well, what's interesting now is once the weather gets nice, it
Yeah.
becomes a hot commodity.
What?
A blanket
Okay.
to put down on the ground.
Oh, for like a picnic. And
A
stuff.
ground blanket.
Yeah.
You always got to have.
I mean, it's not the. What do you mean a hot commodity? You can use your sheet. You can use a towel.
Wait a second.
This is
You
so
didn't let me-
mystical.
I have a blanket that is an outdoor blanket.
Okay. Not hard to attain. It's not a hot commodity.
It's a hot
Tickle
commodity.
Me Elmo, 2003.
It makes me feel like a hot commodity.
Oh, it makes you the hot commodity.
that
'cause you
I have an
it.
outdoor blanket.
Okay.
I have
So
a
you're the hot commodity in the wild.
With an outdoor blanket, I have one of those blankets that has nylon on the bottom and then comfy on the top.
I feel like an outlier not having one.
You think
You
most
walk
people
around.
have it?
Yeah, I walk to Prospect Park. Everybody's got their blanket. And then I lay down on bare grass, and I feel like, and I'm like, I don't know. I look insane, smoking a joint on plain grass. And it's like, who raised this guy?
Smoking a joint, looking at the sky and playing grass, and also the way you smoke joints is hilarious.
I know.
The way you smoke joints,
I don't know how to smoke, and I look.
You look like a basketball
someone who
player from
doesn't-
the 50s throwing throwing from the bottom when you smoke a joint.
I'm
for some
glad
reason.
that you called attention to it
Because
because I
the-
do it every day, and I look ridiculous.
You do the thing where you put it in your mouth
I have like 4 different styles,
and then you suck it down.
Is that bad? What are you supposed to do?
Just let it naturally flow.
I don't know. I don't know how to smoke.
No, I know.
I have 5 different methods. I look insane.
You're the
It's embarrassing. I can't even. I don't want to be seen in public smoking because I can't help myself to whatever I do. I can't help, and it is wild to look at.
So I'm only imagining you lying on the ground alone, smoking. Everyone else is surrounding you, and just like doing some weird things. Everyone's like, "What's happening?" And then you just sighing. Oh,
I do sigh a lot too, or I'll sing and dance if I'm listening to music I like. So it's either sighing or like,
what is this mania next to me?
Yeah, I have wild energy.
Because that's what you do. And then you go, oh. I told you to do that. And then you get up and dance.
I hit everybody. I hit the whole spectrum.
You literally, you give the deepest sigh I've ever heard and then skip away.
Yeah. You're not wrong. He's not wrong.
And then someone just looks at you and goes, I have no read on this. I have no read on this situation, what he feels.
I look like Tom Hanks in Big, I think.
A child.
A child in a adult's body trying to figure out how to smoke.
They call that Peter Pan syndrome, Rob.
Peter Pan syndrome.
Have you heard of that?
I have. I might have it a little. I mean,
have you?
I might have a mild.
Have you heard?
Might have a mild.
People
case.
might have brought that word up to you before.
Yeah, I mean, I think in my senior year we had to do some project for this peer leadership group, and we had to put a bunch of stuff on it.
Oh, we're recalling the recent past, the senior year. Usually he's back in the
I put
Disney
Peter
era.
Pan, I was gonna say, of like things I loved or things I connected to. I did put Peter Pan on it, but I was only 17 and I was graduating high school, so I guess I felt it not good to have at 31.
I probably feel like the alligator.
Okay. That's the alligator's good.
I ate the wrong thing.
Okay.
And now you just hear too much noise coming from me.
Okay.
So that's you. I think it's good to. I think I was sitting. I mean, you gotta look at the positive. I was trying to think of all the beautiful things that happen around this time when the weather starts getting nice outside, and steps is one of them.
Yes.
To walk to clear your head is one of the best things I think a person could do for themselves.
That's nice.
I think just a walk does clear your head. It clears some energy out of you.
Yeah. I needed to clear energy. I had a tough weekend. I had a really tough weekend. So I needed to clear energy too.
That's good. Well,
I needed it to go somewhere.
I'm happy. It's good to put your energy somewhere else.
Yeah. And share it with others who feel the same.
That's good. I'm happy
so
that you're on the phone
trying to console.
Okay, the Lakers are losing.
They're losing bad.
I thought
my king looks good.
You couldn't even get the words out.
My king looks good.
I was like,
they don't look good. They don't. I mean, it's unfortunate. It breaks my heart, to be honest. But my heart is broken.
I tell you, I go on the NBA app and I'm shuddering in fear, hoping that they'll be winning.
I know. Well, LeBron looks good, which is nice. That's why I love watching him, and he's.
Please let it be. Please let them win, so it could be a happy home.
So, it affects my emotional state. So I needed to go for a walk.
That's good.
Which is good.
That is good.
So what's happening? Are you planning a picnic? What you're a hot commodity.
I have this blanket.
You have a blanket.
I've never used it.
So you're a hot commodity to yourself.
I guess so. I feel like I'm sitting on gold.
Everyone's hitting me up. No one's hitting you up.
No one's hitting me up.
So you think that this is a hot commodity?
I do think that.
Are you gonna plan a picnic?
Nah, I mean we've gone over this. I don't know how to sit at a picnic.
Okay, so you got the blanket. Have you practiced?
I should start practicing. I should have been doing yoga all summer, all winter, getting ready for the picnic. Some people train for marathons. I've been training all winter to sit at picnics. This crisscross.
So you have the blanket.
I'll tell you this: crisscross applesauce is too fun and whimsical of a name for how much pain it causes me.
It is painful.
Crisscross applesauce makes it sound like la di da. You know what I mean? This is what I feel when I do crisscross applesauce.
That's better than squat. Squat, I'm starting to feel old. I mean, I don't want to complain about being old, but
please don't.
I'm starting to feel old. I can't just squat down.
Squat for hours?
No, like if I need to, because I work at the pool, I have to get low to communicate, and I can't really get in that position. Even if I go to do this, I have the chair now. I can't squat down.
Love. We love that. But no,
it would be nice for you to throw a picnic.
I have a picnic blanket.
A park hang.
But I don't know how to picnic.
Okay.
I mean, the only way I know how to lie on a picnic the only way I know how to lie on a picnic blanket is like I'm lying on a chaise lounge and it's the Victorian era and I just caught the vapors.
Okay. That's how Nathan Fielder was.
That's how I lie.
Yeah.
That's how I only know how to.
You know how to go belly down.
I know.
You know how to go belly up.
I could do tummy time. Here's what I could do. Tummy time. I either do baby poses or Victorian woman that has the vapors poses.
I do belly down also. I do belly down or belly up on a blanket in the park. That's very popular.
Tummy up?
Tummy up or tummy down.
I do
and you're saying you do tummy side. So you have 3 things. You just can't I
can't do crisscross applesauce.
No, I don't want
I
that
could
either.
do it, I think.
I don't want that either.
But it just what am I doing here at this point? Once it's I just can't do the crisscross applesauce. And then when I lie on my side, I feel I start getting too dramatic when I start lying on the side.
Okay.
I go past the grapes. Oh, they're too cold.
It empowers him.
It
empowers him.
Here's the thing, like
certain body movements empower Sebastian to be a drama queen.
1,000%. Like people do the power pose where they put their arms up in the air to practice taking space.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Well, you should spend some more time around toxic men.
Denzel did it a bunch,
He did?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was a great move. He did it a few times when he had to say something.
This is like...
And I was like, oh, that's a good move. I like it, Denzel.
Physically take up space so then you feel like you're powerful.
That's just what I should start doing. Add it to my weed smoking routine.
Just stand there.
This is how it looks sometimes. But,
okay. Some people do the power pose and it feels... So there is... a connection between mind and spirits in that way. I
agree. Yeah.
Right? So for me, my connection is when I'm on the side, hand on the hip, all of a sudden I go, but does Mr. Darcy love me?
That's good. We should allow our emotions to take over.
Please, someone grab a pen, write this down. This is what happens when I...
Yeah, and he's not joking.
I'm not. And when I'm on my tummy, I'm like this, I go, I'm hungry. I just either act like a baby or a woman that is in the Bridgerton era.
Okay. Well, that's not the worst.
Yeah.
I think you should host a picnic.
Host a picnic?
Yeah. It's nice.
You know what?
I see a lot of barbecue areas in the park. There's people coming together, which is nice.
I like a picnic bench.
Yeah, bench is good. But you're talking hot commodity with the blanket. That's the only
I bring the blanket for other people.
Okay, nice.
I bring the blanket. I go, you use it. You know? Yeah, it's like when you're not drinking, but you still show up with a 6-pack.
Yes.
You go, who is this class act? And thank you to their mother.
You're right.
When someone doesn't drink, but they still show up with a 6-pack.
Yes.
You go, someone did this right.
Yeah.
Someone raised you right.
Yeah, you're right.
So, I when you see people at a picnic bench in the park on the first beautiful day, you go, that's a person that wakes up at a resort at 5 a.m. to put a towel on the chair that they want by the pool.
Yeah, which is nice.
Which is to have a friend like that is a beautiful friend.
Because there's so much, especially in New York now, that people are just paying people because people have a lot. There's such a wealth disparity.
Yeah.
People are just paying people to do these types of tasks. So when it's still like early bird gets the worm, that is nice because we are seeing effort. Yeah, effort being rewarded instead of money. Because money isn't effort.
And a good spot in the park on the first beautiful day is effort required.
Gotta be. So that's nice.
Yeah, that is nice.
I'm walking around the park this weekend, clearly. I did 60,000 steps. But I'm walking around the park, and I see...
The kid's sending me screenshots of his steps.
I sent one screenshot, not plural.
Screenshots.
And it was 31,000 steps.
I'm sitting there... Oh, did I respond?
Nice, maybe you said. Amazing.
What feels like
Beautiful.
the best? What feels like the best coming from me? Because I want to know, from your perspective, when I'm responding to texts like that, what feels good? Nice,
doesn't
beautiful.
Matter.
It doesn't matter.
No, I don't care.
What did I say? I didn't respond to it.
Oh, you didn't? Really?
I just put exclamation points on it.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just showing, hey, I saw this. Cool.
It was for me.
Cool. So you're walking around the park, 30,000 steps.
I'm walking around the park, 30,000 steps. I'm trying to find my cute little spot.
Mm-hmm.
Took me a long time to find it. So it was nice to get back in the park, back to my cute little spot.
You're not in a rush to get to the cute spot.
I am in a rush because this is what happened to me. I would have had more steps. Is the phone's gonna die, and I don't want to lose. I can't walk for free.
You can't walk for free.
I'm not walking free steps.
This is our sicko mentality.
So I'm like, I gotta get home, charge the phone, and get back out. So once I get down to 8%, the music gets cut, and it's just like find your way home.
Yeah.
So I was in a little bit of a rush, but trying to find the spot. Anyways, I'm walking through the park, and I see these two people on a tree branch, big supportive tree branch, over the lake, sitting together, presumably on a date, very flirty, smoking a joint. And I'm like, this is the best date in New York, I think. I don't think that you can tell me any of these $20 cocktail bars, any of these fancy restaurants, oh, I got a reservation, oh, this, that, and the other thing. That is the best date in New York. Yeah. You and someone that you have a crush on in the park, sitting on the tree, chit-chatting. They're smoking a joint. You don't have to smoke the joint, but I'm just like, this is such a better...
Just a drink, like a coffee sitting there.
It doesn't need to be like alcohol involved.
No.
Very wholesome. This is what I like. These are the types of things that I would like. Granted, do I have no money? Is this a good option for me? Yeah, of course. But I also think it's the best option.
We're on the podcast. We're always going, you know what a good option for a fun day is?
Yeah.
To go to a restaurant right before it closes and go, what do you got? That's a good date. You know what's a good date? You show up at a donut shop a minute before they close and be like, oh, you're closing? What are you going to do with the donuts?
Yeah. I think that a good date, I think, takes thought. I mean, if you have all the bells and whistles, then you're relying on that.
If you bring a little speaker and you start playing some music, remember when you and I sat outside eating sandwiches and I played music for us?
That was nice.
That might have been the best date I've been on all year.
Yeah, that's...
I mean, not a lot of competition, but
yeah,
I'll tell you
no lyrics.
No lyrics. You and I just said that might be my best
eating
2024
sandwiches.
dates.
That was good.
You and I just sat outside. I played music first, and we looked at people walking by.
That's great. I think that's nice.
It might have been my most romantic moment
maybe so.
In months.
Right after the election, trying to find hope.
You and I sitting there with some sandwiches. Buena Santa, señorita, buena Santa.
Yeah, I think it was literally the day after Wednesday.
Yeah, it was the day after. So
yeah, it's nice. I thought it was very cute, and I'm like, this is, I think, one of the best dates that you could see in New York.
That is nice.
But I feel like only native New Yorkers do that with each other, or people that have been here for a while, because you kind of are forced to. All my early dates were just me walking around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Right.
When you were a teenager?
Yeah.
I know. I remember the first time my high school girlfriend was like, "We should go get sushi." I was like,
that's a big date.
I was so stressed.
I mean,
I think Applebee's was our big anniversary date.
I could see that.
But we were 15.
Yeah, Outback Steakhouse. Yeah, that would be like a big situation. But most of it is just we go get Italian ices and walk around. I mean, go to the park.
Kids. We hang out in someone's basement.
Yeah.
They leave us alone.
So that's what, it ends in the basement, but hopefully you got to do something pre-basement.
Of course, you do a movie or something. Or, a movie was a popular thing, walking around somewhere.
I mean, yeah, I would be able to create fun. You talk about it all the time, just driving around Staten Island. I was walking around Sayreville, but...
Yeah, we would drive around for a little bit, listen to music, park on a corner.
I mean, I don't need much to have fun. It really reminded me of, like... a lot of people think that what is impressive, they pay for the dinner, they go to the fancy cocktail bar, this, that, and the other thing, the spot, the ambiance. You can create all of that for free.
I think that's beautiful, man.
And it was really beautiful.
Well, that sounds nice. It
made me yearn for love more than when I walk home and I see all the bars and people on dates outside.
Yeah.
In Fort Greene.
Yeah, I get that.
You know
totally.
what I mean?
Yeah, because they have this nice moments with each other.
I took a picture of them.
Creepy. Creepy. Delete it. Delete it. Instant
I know.
delete.
I wanted to show you because I was like,
You did show me. It looked like a Bigfoot photo.
It was. I was trying to take. It's a beautiful moment.
You have no history as a paparazzi. I'll tell you that.
It was a bad because I didn't want to be invasive.
Well, you were.
I just wanted to show you that it existed.
We get the worst of both worlds. So I can't do that.
You're right.
I can't do that.
You can't do what?
Because I have a troubled relationship with trees.
Okay. It was a stable tree.
I have a troubled relationship.
It was
with
a stable
trees.
tree.
The first time I realized,
I put a note in my phone. I stamped the location, cute tree location. I was going around the park saving. I never saved a location in my life before. I saved 2 locations in the park that I thought were cute.
Damn. All right.
I mean, we've said going to watch blue herons, I think, and that's a great place to watch blue herons. That's where all the blue herons are in that lake.
I love that.
I'm like, this is the best date in Brooklyn.
I
just put you on best date in Brooklyn,
well,
and it's free.
Share the pin. DM Robbie for the pin.
Oh yeah, pin will cost money.
The pin is exclusive.
The pin will cost
now
money.
we're gatekeeping.
Yeah,
All of a sudden, you are Resi.
I know. I gotta start gatekeeping some more things. I think.
That's good.
Yeah.
Things that you want.
Yeah.
I think having a specific tree spot in the park that you like, you could gatekeep.
I'm gonna do it.
That's good. No, but the first time I was gonna say this, the first time I realized I was fat was because of a tree.
Okay.
I once sat on a hammock and it broke. Not the hammock, the tree.
Okay.
Fell on my face.
What tree? I would imagine a small tree.
Huge birch tree. The entire thing fell on me. Imagine jumping on a hammock and the tree collapses on you.
When was this?
I was 8.
There's no way.
I was 8?
No, I'm saying there's no way it's your fault. The tree was weak.
It doesn't matter, man. When you sit
sure,
on a hammock,
maybe it was not a fun moment.
When you sit on a hammock and the tree breaks, people look at you and they go, "It's just the beginning."
Maybe they did that. I don't know. I wasn't there. But it sounds like it was a tree. Any 8-year-old. Can you imagine any 8-year-old as a 35-year-old man?
Sounds like the start
you
of
can't blame the 8-year-old.
I'll tell you this. It sounds like the start of a bad movie from the 90s.
Yeah, you're right.
That's the era it happened.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see it being in a bad movie today. I don't think we've grown that much with bad movies. But yes.
No, but I'll find spots that I could go out and enjoy the nature.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm good at
There's a lot of spots.
plenty of spots.
All over Brooklyn.
And I want to say this. Now, New York has made like outdoor dining pretty much obsolete. They've like put in all this red tape that you need to spend thousands and thousands of dollars in order just to have these outside dining spaces, which I hate.
Yeah.
I think that they should allow outdoor dining because it's beautiful to be able to sit outside and enjoy the weather and have a drink.
One of the best things.
And also helps restaurants. Like they're not being added to like big major chain restaurants. It's small restaurants that are able to double their the amount of output that they're putting.
So now they're just making the barrier to entry higher.
Yes.
So rich restaurateurs will be able to do this.
100%.
And what is the logic? They want it to be nice.
They want it to be safer.
Okay.
For cars, I believe there's like the positioning that they're taking.
So then they have to subsidize.
Well, what? Yes.
Or like New York institutions should have access to funds that can do this.
Well, what I'm saying is they want to take away outdoor dining.
Yeah.
Right? They want to make so much red tape that we can't have outdoor dining anymore. Then they got to give us legal public drinking.
Yeah.
They got to give us that we're allowed to buy a drink from the bar and stand outside in front of the bar.
Yeah, I agree.
A la Europe.
Yes.
A la a place that you like to be.
Yes.
A la a society that we go, cheers, isn't it a beautiful night outside?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's incredible.
You can't just take away one thing and give us nothing in return.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, here's the thing. Let's allow it to be legal.
For sure. And also let people drink on the streets. I don't give a shit.
It's also mind-blowing to me that it's like you're allowed to drink inside of a place but once you step outside, you can't.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
You're under supervision.
By who? Do you see who works at these bars in Bushwick?
Yeah, you're right.
Do you see?
Yeah. I mean, all over, but yeah.
Do you see who works at these bars in the city? They're not. I'm worried about their well-being.
Yes.
I go to these bars. I go, hey, how about one less bump before you pour me my Miller Lights?
Probably.
I go.
Realistically, yeah.
I know the Adderall's kicking in right now, but let's wipe the brow and can I get 2 more Chardonnays?
I know. It was nice during COVID where they kind of allowed it. You could have drinks to go.
They should.
Yeah.
It does.
It makes the city social.
It makes it more social, and I do think that the people that want to get super hammered are going to be sitting at the bar.
Yeah. Yes, that's another thing.
It's hard to be super hammered standing up, walking around in the sun.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. There's people that don't like fun, and they are winning. And they're trying to be like, we are the fun people. No, the people who don't like fun are winning on every level.
We should just let
all over the world.
It's
just fucking annoying.
Let the people drink outside.
They don't like sex and they don't like fun. And this is what it is. We have to live in their world. So it would be nice to take that back.
To just get rid of outdoor dining. Great.
Yeah.
It's more standing room.
Yeah. We went
Just
to Portugal. Everyone's drinking outside.
And it was beautiful.
It was fun.
Everyone's having a great time.
It's crazy. It's a party. The whole area. And people know where to go to party. The city functions beautifully. If you want to live in that area, will it be loud? Yeah, sure.
Sure.
But then you live in that area. It's a give and take.
And that's a fun area to live in when you're in your 20s.
Yes, very much so.
You go outside. You hear everyone. Let's do it.
Yes.
And here's the thing. What was so great about it was you still bought beers from bars.
Yes. And
tipped
around.
them.
100%.
And then you left.
Very fun.
It was incredible. And then if you want to go indoors, there was music playing.
It felt like the neighborhood was the party and the bars were just exactly. They were just a bar. You got to go run to that bar, get the beer. But the neighborhood is where you went out.
Yes. And I want New York.
Yeah.
You want to go. People go, oh, we're going out in New York tonight.
Yes.
They don't. Let's have that culture here more.
Yeah.
That would be so fun.
This is what I was thinking before. It's to be like a shepherd for people. Nobody knows where to go out, I guess. And I in my 20s, I did know where to go out. And a lot of people would look to me. And it's a valuable skill to know the places to go out, know where you could get every type of energy to have a fun night.
Because people don't get to have fun nights that often.
They don't get to exactly. So they're either coming into the city or I have a free night. What are we doing? This is what I want.
Yeah.
And they would come to me, and I could curate a night, 4 or 5 spots, and I could give them everything they want.
That's nice.
And you need to be on top of it because everything in New York moves. So if you are that person for 5 years, 5 years later, 10 years later, you have almost zero of that information. It's something that you need to stay very much on top of, I feel like. And it doesn't need to be that way. If everyone's just outside and you just go to Lower East Side and you'll have a good time.
I don't understand why the Lower East Side just doesn't close the streets down and just let people drink it.
They're doing it a little bit in Brooklyn where you can have they close the street down and then restaurants you could get the beer and then go into the street.
That's great.
So they do that a little bit.
But you know who they're doing it for?
I agree.
They're doing it for Park Slope, rich areas where it's parents where they're they'll be responsible.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. If someone's hammered and leaves a bar, they'll just still be irresponsible without a drink.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what's our logic.
No, there's people walking around.
Don't give glass
bottles.
Crazy
town. Yeah, don't give glass bottles.
That's it.
They'll spill the drink. It's fine.
It's fine.
You'll need more public restrooms. I guess maybe not. I mean, I guess you just let everybody come into your bar and pee and whatever.
Yeah, let people pee. They have to buy something.
Yeah. But no, it would be incredible. I wish they would do this.
But yeah, I was thinking about that a little bit as you're talking about these outdoor spaces.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, I went to Dumbo, so I did my whole routine. All my spots I love to walk. And I saw, I guess over the winter, they built this beautiful public bathroom with a snack bar and 40 tables where people can eat food that they got from the little restaurants down in Dumbo. And I literally almost started crying. I was so happy.
This is how important public bathrooms are in New York, that you're about to shed tears over a place to pee that's beautiful.
Just the fact that we got free public space instead of some bougie store, some fancy hotel. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking at this beautiful new public bathroom, and then next to it is the One Hotel behind it. And I've been to that bar up at the One Hotel. And this is what they do. They pre-make cocktails. And they charge you $23 for a cocktail that's pre-made that they just pour in a...
Sure. I've been in those spots.
And I'm such a large juxtaposition. If you want to go use that bathroom, you got to pay $23 for a cocktail.
Can I tell you what's
happening? And it's all fancy.
What I think?
What?
People are having kids and they're realizing they want them to have places outside. So Dumbo's a fancy neighborhood and they want their kids to have a place to be outside and pee.
Yeah, that's nice.
It reminded me that's what's going on.
It felt like my childhood seeing something like that. Of this is my life. That's how I grew up.
Is being able to have
go outside and be. I was outside every day.
Yeah.
And you need to be able to go to the bathroom when you're playing outside.
It's not crazy.
At a park. All the parks I grew up in had bathrooms.
Well, I do think
it's crazy to think that we don't have bathrooms. Dumbo does have now 2 They have one 7 blocks down, but you need bathrooms when people are going to go to the park that much.
It's crazy that Barnes and Nobles was like, I will carry the weight of public bathrooms in New York for a while. Starbucks and Barnes and Nobles were like, give it to me.
And now they're not.
And now they're not.
It's not. We can't have corporate solutions to public problems.
100%.
Yeah.
But and of course they couldn't. And then all of a sudden they were mean to people. It became so complicated who they're kicking out and stuff. Not that complicated. They were just
not that complicated at all.
It became I guess complicated for the workers to like be like, oh, I need to stand up against my boss.
Yeah, puts the workers in a tough position.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, because they want the people to just turn on each other.
Yes,
but it was really beautiful to see this, and it just made me think we deserve so much more. And it's like, can you imagine even pitching Central Park to someone today? If that was all apartment buildings right now, to pitch Central Park would sound insane. People would go, oh, you communist, this, that, the other thing. And it's like, no, these parks are the lifeblood of our city. And the free public space is the lifeblood of we deserve it.
Yeah.
It's our city. We got to think about the people in the city as the first priority.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really beautiful. I'm literally getting emotional looking at a public bathroom.
Robbie's going in there. He goes,
because it's where I love to go.
He goes, have you seen the urinals?
Exactly.
I went in there.
The bar is on the floor.
He calls me. He goes, Sebastian, they have toilet paper. They have toilet paper for free in Dumbo.
I know.
The water runs upon request, Sebastian. It's here. Nice,
it
bro.
really was.
He goes, I'm grabbing a water to you. I want to pee. I want to pee so bad.
I mean, yeah, the odds are stacked against it. That is not a luxury apartment building. It's not another hotel. It's for the people. Anytime I see shit for the people.
Bro, grab a water bottle. We got some business to do.
Yeah, exactly.
We got a weekend ahead of us.
And it's nice. It's really nice.
In the group chat, he goes, eat your fiber pills. Yeah. I got the spot for us.
Yeah.
That is nice.
That's my go-to spot. I illegally get tall boys, and then I walk down to the water, and I drink it there.
Nice.
I smoke a joint, all illegally, but...
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's the
just
best.
Allow that.
It's the best place exactly in New York City to have a drink.
I know.
So instead of having to pay whatever $22, you can go to the store and make your own fun. It's
also
nice.
The best view.
Best view.
Best view in all New York is Dumbo.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
or
so
Brooklyn Bridge Park is my favorite. Actually.
Brooklyn Bridge Park.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, I can't give away. I got to gatekeep another spot.
I mean, I think people know about it.
They know, they do, but my specific spot within it.
I think people. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of great things that happen. It's also the season.
Yeah.
Now is the season when the warm weather comes around, where more people start drinking iced coffee again.
Yes.
And I have a message for us winter iced coffee drinkers, us all year iced coffee drinkers. When these people that have had warm hands all winter from their hot coffee, that have had warm inside their body as we suffered for the taste, we must allow them to come back into our community with open arms.
Wow.
We must greet them and say, welcome back. We're happy to have you. We are happy to have you back because I don't want to hold that against them. Okay. I don't want to. We're different. I'm built different than you, but that doesn't mean you can't join our side.
You don't want to gatekeep iced coffee.
Not at all.
Okay, that's nice.
Let them, if they're ready to come back, have them come back.
I think that's beautiful.
Have them come back.
It's not for everybody. The iced coffee in the winter, not everybody's built that way.
Not everyone's built that way.
And I get it.
Not everyone is built for it. And I understand how beautiful iced coffee is, and I drink it all year round.
Same.
Right? Now, here's what I need from coffee shops and all these places. We cannot have the price of iced coffee go up because in the summer because it's hotter outside.
Yeah.
We can't, because I've been hearing rumors that that's happening.
Not good.
And if we're going to do that, we need to make hot coffee more expensive, and we need to flip-flop the prices then in the winter. We can't just be hurting the iced coffee drinkers all the time.
Damn, that's crazy they're doing that.
I heard a place that's just charging extra for ice.
That's crazy. I mean, this is the world. This is why I'm crying when we get a bathroom.
This is why you're crying when we get a bathroom.
This is why I'm literally crying at the sight of a public bathroom.
And we can't be mad at the iced coffee drinkers that are coming back to us.
Yes,
Some people are fair weather fans.
Yes.
Some people are weaker than us.
They're bandwagon. That's okay. We can't call them weaker.
It's hard not to.
I think I'm weak because I need such a strong coffee all year round.
Oh,
that's how I feel. I'm relying on I need iced coffee.
So would you consider Barry Bonds weak?
No, you're right. I'm Barry Bonds.
You're Barry Bonds.
That's true.
Right? What are we doing
Great
here?
Analogy.
I love Barry Bonds.
Yeah,
I love him
right.
on steroids more than ever. You know, he's
but
great.
Barry Bonds is different.
Barry Bonds is. How is Barry Bonds different than you?
Well, he's different than a lot of people.
Okay, because he was great before.
Because I think a lot of people use performance enhancement things. When I was in college, a lot of people would be on Adderall. And they would take Adderall. I need Adderall to study. I need Adderall to study. Whatever. Now these people have ChatGPT. And they're like outsourcing their intelligence to ChatGPT. And I'm like, am I allowed to call the people who needed Adderall to study stupid? Am I allowed to call the people who need artificial intelligence to find their intelligence stupid? Or now I'm the asshole? Because this is how I've always felt when it comes to intelligence, we'll say. And performance enhancement.
Well, I think Adderall's a little different than the ChatGPT. Because some people do need it.
I'm talking about the people who snort it and go to the library. Was that you? I don't think they need it. You don't. I mean, people that weren't prescribed.
I wasn't doing. I didn't care about school.
Okay.
It was a fun. I would take an Adderall as a fun excuse to feel another drug.
Okay. But I always felt the people they needed it. They're like, oh, I got to take Adderalls to study. It was a big thing on campus of people who had Adderall and then they would buy it.
Yes,
and
of course.
So that was always my take on that.
Yeah.
So I see some similarities.
Uh-huh.
But this is what I'll say about Barry Bonds. He was the best. He was incredible. He was great. He was the top 0.1% of what he did. And he took steroids to see how far can we push this. You know what I mean?
Pretty remarkable.
And then he showed us that a level that no one's ever showed us before. I think he had an on-base percentage. Like there was one season where if he didn't swing a single time, he would have had the highest on-base percentage of anyone in the Major League Baseball. So like he was already the best, and then he took things to show us like breaking the bounds of what is possible for humans.
Sure.
So like I'm cool with Barry Bonds doing steroids.
It's
to
like
be honest.
Superman being like, maybe I'll try the Iron Man suit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly that. And he was also in an era where everyone was on it. So it's like if you're not doing it, you're at a disadvantage. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
More people were watching then.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was in South Carolina and this guy was on like the South Carolina baseball team and he told me he was the only person on his college baseball team that wasn't on steroids.
Damn.
Yeah. He goes, you just go in the cars, everybody's got needles. So this is what it got to a point where I think everyone, in order to keep up.
I knew kids in high school that were doing steroids.
Yeah. I mean, Staten Island, New Jersey.
They
yeah,
were
of course.
Doing steroids, and then
Yeah.
I knew one kid that was doing steroids, and then you go to McDonald's and get 2 McDoubles, 2 McChickens.
Same. Yeah.
And he goes, I can eat more on steroids. He goes, my metabolism faster, so I can eat more McDonald's on steroids.
Ooh, yeah, that's something.
He was incredible.
Yeah, people would just do wild shit.
And then he goes, you want to see me stick in my ass?
What'd you say?
Sure.
Yeah.
I
only live once. Yeah. When in Rome.
I go, sure. Who was I? I was a 17-year-old kid. I go, yeah, let me see you stick it in your ass.
Yeah, that's funny.
He just pulled the cheek out, stuck it in. I go, all right, what next? He goes, McDonald's? I go, I'm on it.
Yeah, that's funny.
You're still my Barry Bonds, Rob.
Thank you.
So
what?
I was thinking about this as I continue my journey with facial hair, as we know. I was thinking about, because I see all these people talk about how hot they think mustaches are. And I was thinking to myself, what makes a mustache on a man so hot?
Okay.
I had to think about it for hours. I'm lying in bed. I'm going on walks going, and I have nothing to pull when I think about it. You know how hard it is to give hard thought about something without a mustache to play with?
I've just been grabbing my neck beard.
Well, that's good.
Which is just not good.
Yeah, I just lift my arm and wiggle the fat under.
Just walking around Brooklyn. We both look insane.
So I'm going, what makes mustaches so attractive on men?
Okay.
I think it's that you show that you could take care of something. A man with a mustache is able to show that he is able to show up day in and day out and nurture something, make something beautiful. It's you wearing a plant on your face.
This is wild. The bar is the floor.
Rob, this is why
he
I
has a mustache. He
Who?
can take care of me. No,
Yes.
I don't think. I mean, that's crazy.
That's what it is.
The bar is so low.
They say, do you like my mustache? Every day I trim it. You could be my mustache, babe. Every day I could show up and nurture this, just like how I do my mustache.
You used to the plant. I thought was crazy because the bar is on the floor. If they go, oh, he has a plant, he could have a relationship. Now you don't even need the plant. You just need to shave once a week.
Robbie, the next thing it's going to be is having teeth.
Okay.
Having teeth.
Oh, he can brush his teeth.
He can brush his teeth at night. Robbie, this is what I truly believe.
Well, that's why I tell people I have veneers, because I'm like, don't get any ideas.
I don't take the care has been
These look good no matter what I do.
But here's the thing, Rob. I think having a mustache shows that you are able to show up.
I've seen a few videos online of people grooming their facial hair, and I am like, oh, there's somewhat of like upkeep and an art to it.
Yes.
Which I don't have.
And I think that
I'm growing a bush. This is not. I'm growing weeds, I guess.
Shrubbery.
No, you're right.
A bush. What are you talking
You're right.
about?
I mean, in this analogy,
I would call
I'm growing a bush too, but that's a different story. I mean, why? I mean, I'm not. It is what it is. It is what
Shorty
it is.
got a bush.
I got a bush and shrubbery.
Oh my God.
So I'm not doing well in that department.
Do you take
But some people go with the art. It's
do you take
like,
after the shower? Do you take a nice, just like with your hair, how you take a t-shirt and press your hair for the curls? You do the same thing for your bush.
No, I don't. It's curly.
You get a nice.
It's
you
curly.
get a nice.
I don't need any scrunching.
You get a little scrunching
I
action.
don't need to scrunch anything.
But I do think that a mustache shows. It shows that you could show up.
You could show up at the bare minimum for yourself.
For yourself.
So be vain.
Be like, he has a mustache. That means he must spend 6 minutes in the bathroom.
Maybe he'll take care of me. I don't know. I don't know if it's like a official green flag.
I think it's a green flag.
You think it's an official green flag?
Official green flag. But I saw he has ear boogers. It doesn't matter. Have you seen his stash? He hates Q-tips. Yeah. I do think that the because I mean aesthetically,
just because I can't do it and you can't do it, so you're like, it must be a green flag.
It must be a green flag.
I can't maintain a mustache.
No, neither can I.
And I'm looking at people, they go, and some people do really have attention to detail around it.
I think, and
they like use the comb and then they have the fucking buzzer with the comb and the shape and the thing.
It's amazing. So
I do see that. I've been getting those videos.
My new excuse for not being in a relationship is I can't grow a mustache.
Okay. That's what you think.
No, I'm kidding. But I do think, I know it's aesthetically hot.
It is funny.
I think it is. People find it aesthetically hot.
Yeah.
That are attracted to men.
This is what I will say. People, if they like somebody,
yeah,
they will lie themselves into believing that the person has green flags.
Of course.
Well, he has a mustache, so he must be able to keep up with something.
You gotta.
They'll just tell them and like try to find green flags.
It's incredible, Rob.
Which is nice. That just means you like the person.
Yeah, it's actually beautiful.
So that is nice.
As long as it's not hurting.
Yeah.
You're not hurting each other.
Well, maybe you're ignoring red flags. Like, you can't be ignoring big red flags.
Two different subjects.
And then going, oh, well, he has a mustache.
I hate to say, Rob, those are two different subjects.
Yeah.
Like creating green flags and ignoring red flags are two different things.
Yes, but they go hand in hand sometimes.
I'm saying that too. Let's keep them separate.
We should.
We should keep them separate because
we need to hear the whole picture.
A person could have just nothing.
Yeah.
I know a lot of dudes that are pretty neutral.
Okay. No, everything is.
It depends what you like.
Sure. Okay.
But I would say that searching for a green flag is beautiful sometimes.
That is nice.
Right? Ignoring red flags is scary.
Which everybody does.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. There's a tier.
Yeah.
But I do think that searching for a green flag is be like, I saw he has a nail clipper, one for his toes, one for his fingers.
I don't even. What does that mean? What's the value in that?
Never mind. Never mind.
What is?
Who would have that?
What you have that? What does it do?
Who would have that?
Who
would have that?
Sebastian creating a green flag about himself.
Never mind.
What is it? What is the value? Can you explain?
To separate the toe fingers from the nail fingers.
Okay. Because the toes are gross.
I don't know. Do you want your toenails the underneath of your toenails touching the underneath of your fingernails?
I guess you should wash it. I usually go fingers first, then toes.
And then you let the toes. Then what?
Then back in the thing.
Straight back in.
I guess you're right. I need a new nail clipper anyways. Maybe I'll get a double.
That's what I do, a double.
Okay.
I hate to flex on my green flags, but I have 2 nail
That's
clippers. Nice. I think maybe why I was like defending making up green flags is because I do that for myself all the time.
That's good.
I do all that for
I
myself.
Could do this,
I could do that.
That's good. I mean, I'm sure if you wanted to show up in a relationship, you could.
I could do this. I could do that.
Yeah.
But it's also the time that now that the weather's nice, it's getting nicer. People start to reveal their thigh tattoos.
Yeah.
Which I'll tell you this.
The legs are out.
When a tattoo appears on a leg that wasn't there last season, I need to splash my face with cold water.
Sebastian, photographic memory of all the thighs in Brooklyn. Sure, yeah.
Just someone
that you know.
Casually or something like that, and all of a sudden they show up with a piece on their leg.
Yes, I like a leg piece. I think a leg piece is cool.
I think a meaty leg tattoo is so hot.
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
I think if I was ever to get a tattoo, I would get it right on my leg.
Yeah, same. That would be the starter tat spot is the thigh.
Right on the thigh, right
For
on the
a guy, I would think. Or maybe everybody.
What would you get? Mom and dad on both legs?
No. I would not. I had a friend that did that. I Heart My Mom. That was his first tattoo he got in high school. He's like, my mom can't be mad at that.
Flawed logic. My mom would be furious at me. My mom would be furious at me.
If you got an I Heart Mom tattoo.
If I got an I Heart Mom tattoo and I came home, and this is from a woman that wants me to love her more than anything. Okay. She would look at me and she goes, "You're going to be alone forever."
You think so?
Yes. She goes,
if you told her right now you got an I Heart Mom tattoo, what would she say? As a 35-year-old.
What's going on?
Really?
Yeah.
She wouldn't believe you.
No, she wouldn't believe me.
Yeah.
She wouldn't believe me. She'd be like, "Oh, what'd you get? A paycheck?" She would instantly be wondering
who paid for this.
Yeah, she'd be like, "Oh, well, did you get a new job or something?" She would be wondering finances around it before, because my mom is the only person that will call me and I'll be like, "I got a job." She goes, "SAG?
Yeah.
How much?" She's like so in the world of how much I'm making.
That's
so,
nice. She's looking out for your health insurance.
She's stressing.
Yes.
She's not looking out.
Okay.
She's providing a new level of anxiety for her.
Okay. So you're seeing the thigh tattoos out and about.
There's nothing, in my opinion, a tattoo on the arm, you go, it's kind of hot. I go, throw it on the thigh. You have no idea how good it is.
I agree.
You have no idea.
Yeah.
We need to, and when we see these thigh tattoos, we need to practice at home just being like, cool.
Okay. So
we don't go, oh, God.
Yeah.
Ooh. It's the one time
I work at a pool. I can't. A lot of people have thigh tattoos.
It's the one time I go,
I would get fired.
This is why I can't go swimming.
No, you can't. You just gotta. You gotta behave.
No, I know. That's why I practice.
But it is. They're out. The thigh tattoos are out.
I go, oh, nice thigh tattoo. They go, you're not even looking. I go, I looked. I looked.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. I love it. You're staring at the sky. I love the sky.
I think you can, compliment. You have to compliment the tattoo.
Yes, of course.
You can't just go general.
Of course.
Somebody I saw had a thigh tattoo of the New Jersey. I'm like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm from Jersey.
Of course.
Then you can comment.
Of course. Well, I don't. Either way, unless I was seeing them in a romantic.
But I thought the hottest part of Honora was the 2 tattoos she had
on the back of her legs.
Yeah.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
Tremendous.
So I agree. I think thigh tattoos are hot. I think they look good on a guy.
I think they look great on a guy.
I would get. That's for sure what I would get tatted first. It feels like the least painful spot too.
We don't. This is made up. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
No, I don't either.
So it just feels like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish I had a thigh tattoo. It's just I hate the lack of hair on my legs sometimes bothers me.
It's all right. I think you gotta get over it.
You've never looked at me and said, what is this?
No.
That makes
I think you gotta
better.
get over it.
I do. I try to, but it's just one of those things that since childhood
Okay.
that I've always thought about.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think you don't have something from childhood.
I got made fun of for having glistening legs. Robbie has no hair. His legs have glitter on them because I didn't have hair in high school.
And then it came.
It came, I guess, late college. I was a late person to have hair, but people would bully me about my not having.
I guess
body
I did
hair.
the same thing too, but mine never came.
I didn't care.
Mine never came.
Yeah.
So that's the difference.
You have hair.
You got bullied for something that was on delay.
Yes.
I got bullied for something that.
But I would not be giving credence to what these people thought.
You're right.
Later
It's just
in
something
life.
that
I liked having no hair.
You did.
Yeah. I would shave my nipples for a little bit. Now I don't. But I did. I shaved my nipples before. Is that vulnerable to admit?
We were both vulnerable just now.
Sure.
But it's a nice time where you learn about the tattoos that people got over the winter.
They asked LeBron something about what he's going through, I guess, this weekend and how it feels. And he's like, I forget what exactly the question was, but his answer was, it's like describing how a tattoo feels. You can't describe it unless you've gotten one. Like you can only describe it if you've gone through it. Yeah. And I thought that was an interesting way to describe. So like, yeah, I can't explain this to you, nor like, I don't know. You just got to live through it.
Yeah.
And I think a tattoo is that because we're talking about. I have no idea if the thigh would hurt.
Yeah.
I can't even like conceptualize what a tattoo would feel like.
Neither can I.
Because they say it's not exactly a needle, but it hurts, and it's like I just can't conceptualize what it would be.
Conceptualize it either.
Yeah. So I thought that was an interesting response by him.
I think that where we would struggle the most is sitting still.
I can't sit still. Yeah,
I know.
Right.
I think that's where
I move around.
You have a hard time sitting still.
Yeah, very much.
Another thing that I love about this weather is fruits and veggies are back.
Oh, yeah.
Like I told you, I just took a screenshot of all the beautiful fruits and vegetables that are around. And I have a nice little, I'm going to start walking over to Mr. Coco's.
Yeah. To
grab some fresh produce on the regular.
There's apparently a farmer's market in Fort Greene Park. There's
a
farmer's market in Prospect Park. People grow this stuff. Upstate New York, they come every week and they sell it, which is nice.
Oh, God, I don't want to. I love that. But I keep getting this thing that Upstate Brooklyn, they're calling it.
Oh, no, I can't with that.
Upstate Brooklyn. And I can't
know
with
about
this.
Upstate Brooklyn.
You know about Upstate Brooklyn?
Yeah, I complained about it. Beacon, New York.
Well, now it's a whole fucking, they're calling it Upstate Brooklyn.
Really?
People are calling it Upstate Brooklyn
These are
now.
Some people who never.
So sick.
They're transplants.
Yes.
They came to Brooklyn. They're not from Brooklyn. And now they're leaving, going to a new place. They're just like, Brooklyn is like gentrify, I guess. That's what the word is? Like, is that what we're calling it?
What?
Like, we're just using Brooklyn for gentrify.
I guess so. I guess the word Brooklyn
gentrified upstate
now means gentrified.
Park Slope, yeah.
Which is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, that's wild.
Because when I grew up, Brooklyn meant...
Yeah, something different.
Fucking something.
Something different.
It
did not mean that.
It meant fucking something, okay? It meant we don't fucking talk about it. Remember the phrase was forget about it?
Yes. Yeah.
We drove over. I would drive
nobody
over.
Nobody say forget about it in upstate Brooklyn.
Nobody. I wish I went to Beacon
like
and they said
Italian restaurants, little rap, I think. Like there's
hip hop.
Jay-Z,
Biggie.
Yes.
We're talking Spike Lee. We're talking the fucking Made Men, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We're talking the best pizza you ever had. We're talking going to grandma's house. That's what fucking Brooklyn was.
100%.
And now Brooklyn means we do half a sandwiches that cost $22.
Yes. Luxury thrift shops.
It's a mason jar wedding.
Yes. This is not upstate Brooklyn.
I cannot believe that this thing upstate Brooklyn is turning into a trend.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they're claiming different parts of Brooklyn. I mean,
Wait, what?
They're going, well, Woodstock, Brooklyn is more of a Bushwick type of
Oh
Brooklyn
my
with the
God.
arts.
This is painful. This is painful.
It literally
This is painful.
wanted to make me rip my eyes out.
These people have too much. Let them leave, I guess. But who are we left with? Now we're just turning into Midtown. Williamsburg is turning into Midtown.
It is.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. They go, we can't even have Brooklyn anymore. We're going to bring Brooklyn upstate.
Yeah. I want to stay.
Yeah.
But it's like, what are we doing? That's so funny.
Yeah, I can't.
These people are truly, they have
and they're
much
so
confidence.
delusional.
They're so delusional, exactly.
They're so delusional that they go, wherever
They're
we
winning.
go, it's
They're
Brooklyn.
winning. They're winning.
Wherever I go, it's Brooklyn.
Never they weren't raised in Brooklyn. I can't.
God. Oh, God. This town could be Brooklyn if we just brought it a Pilates studio and a matcha spot. You smell that? That's Brooklyn in the air. Ooh, it's incense and Chanel perfume.
It's crazy.
Girls, grab your Lululemons. It's time to Brooklyn.
Or like it was a designer toy shop for children. That's something I saw in Beacon, New York. What if we made $150 toys smaller than this?
Brooklyn.
Little beanie bags.
That's Brooklyn, brother.
Just like, what are we doing?
That's Brooklyn.
No.
Yep. So
It's not what I think of when I think of Brooklyn.
So it's pretty incredible that they're bringing that around.
Yeah.
But we got the Dumbo bathrooms.
Yes.
But no matter what,
We
Rob,
did get the
we got
Dumbo
the Dumbo bathrooms. We're gonna be pooping and peeping all summer legally.
This is what Honora. People got to go see Honora. That's
What?
closer to Brooklyn than
yes.
a lot of what we're seeing in actual Brooklyn.
No, I know.
That to me is like, that's Brooklyn.
Yeah, I agree. You don't have to. My
Three
grandma,
people in a car driving around trying to figure some shit out.
Sure.
That is a Brooklyn movie.
The Bell Parkway is Brooklyn.
I guess, for better or worse.
The Bell Parkway is more Brooklyn than BQE.
Which I wish it wasn't.
Wow, who is even understanding what I'm talking about? Right
You
now?
think the Bell Parkway is more Brooklyn than BQE? Interesting.
Yeah, I think it's now
Because you're going to Queens.
Yeah.
I guess BQE is going to Queens too.
Nah, it's different.
Ways. Because I agree with you. The neighborhoods along the Bell Parkway are more Brooklyn than the neighborhoods along the BQE.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
But no one listening to this podcast even needs to understand that.
Some people that do listen. My cousin listens.
And he just needs confirmation bias. He goes, fucking right. That's right. They're fucking right. The belt is more Brooklyn than the BQE. This is the podcast we've devolved into.
Yeah.
What's more Brooklyn?
Well, it's crazy. If they're calling upstate Brooklyn and people that did not grow up.
I guess that's why I'm pushing back.
Yeah.
I guess that's why I'm pushing back.
It makes me sad that the kids, they don't grow up with the accent.
Yeah.
The accent's dying. Like,
Well,
I don't know. Would my kids have an accent if I had kids?
I don't know, man.
And they grew up
How
in
much are they
Brooklyn?
hanging out with me?
What neighborhood do I have to live in?
How much are they hanging out with me?
Yeah.
That's the question.
We'd have to move.
Rob, don't stress about this.
Okay.
You're talking about a fake scenario. You
I mean,
you can't even take a girl to sit on a log.
You're right.
You can't even
You're
get
right.
a girl
And
to
I'm
sit
talking
on a
about my
fucking
kid's
log,
accent.
and you're worried about
thinking
a
about
kid's
this.
accent.
This is what happens. You walk 60,000 steps in a weekend.
This is why he's
and you don't hear the Brooklyn accent. You barely hear it.
Texting me photos of people sitting on a log.
No, I didn't text it to him. I showed it to him. If I texted it to him, he would have a jump scare. This is something I need to present in person. I can't send a text to him. I'll get a phone call immediately if I text him that.
I'm getting the Citizen app. There was a peeper in Prospect Park taking photos.
No, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. They weren't doing anything sexual. They were just on the bench.
Peepers,
not the bench.
Peepers
on the tree.
don't. They're the one that they don't need to be seeing anyone doing something sexual.
I thought that's what they want to see.
You know what? I don't know the definition of a peeper, and I'm not going to find out.
Okay.
So
I did see a bunch of people walking around Prospect Park with all matching hats, and they just had a bird on the hat.
Bird watching committee.
I'm thinking they're a bird watching group with matching hats.
Wow.
Which I thought was nice.
That is nice.
Yeah, that can stay.
I think, matching hats are fun.
Yeah. And they might be. I'm cool with people moving here and ingraining themselves in the community.
There you go. And the community is the Blue Heron Park.
Yeah.
There you go.
But this Brooklyn upstage is wild.
Yeah. So one thing that I would be remiss not to bring up.
What?
It's a good day It's a good day for hot people.
Okay.
It's
Today?
a good day for hot people.
Monday, April 20th.
No, not today.
Okay.
It's a good season for hot
Oh,
people.
a good day. The day.
The
I like
day.
using day as bigger than itself.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's a good day for hot people.
Yes.
Because the weather has changed and pickles are back.
Oh, wow.
I swear to God, Rob, I stepped outside, I could hear a crunch in the air.
Okay.
It is a time where the pickles as a snack comes back in the heat.
Okay.
With nice weather comes back delicious treats like pickles.
Nice. I'm not a pickle person.
And this is
I've been proven wrong.
One of the biggest reasons why I struggle with your hotness.
Okay.
Because here's the problem with you, Rob. I look at you and go, he's an attractive guy. And then I pull out a pickle. You go, no, thank you. I go, well, are my eyes deceiving me? Because I do know one thing, hot people like pickles. And you say no to them, I go, now this is an equation I've never solved before.
Okay. So pickles are hotter than cucumbers.
Robbie.
They go over a beautiful. They're would you say caterpillar to butterfly, pickle to cucumber to pickle?
I would say.
You would say.
I would say a pickle is a cucumber that we've put effort into.
Oh wow.
A pickle is a cucumber that we remodeled.
That was glammed.
That was glammed up.
Made to be fabulous.
It's an actual in-life filter.
Okay. A pickle.
A pickle to a cucumber is an in-life filter.
Wow.
And there are a few in real life.
Yeah.
There are a few things that are in-life filters, and one of them is a cucumber soaking it and making it become a pickle.
Yeah.
You go, who is she?
Maybe I'll eat a pickle.
Who is she, and what does she taste?
I don't like them on sandwiches because I think they take over the taste. But maybe if I just had a pickle by itself, I would like it.
Can I tell you
And you eat it like a crunch?
It's a crunch.
You bite into it. So you don't slice it as much like the cucumber.
You eat it like a crunch.
Okay.
You eat it.
There's got to be a flavor of pickle I like.
Rob, you love garlic.
Yeah.
There's a garlic dill pickle.
Yeah. All right, I got to try pickle.
I have pickles in my fridge right now that are some of the best pickles I've ever had.
I don't
Look at
know.
him.
I
His
have an
shoulders are
aversion.
moving.
You have a weird aversions to food.
To what?
Yogurt, milkshakes,
I swear to
cereal.
God, I am so pissed that American cuisine is going to be remembered for its cream cheese.
Okay.
That American cuisine
cheese.
is going to be remembered for cream cheese makes me fucking disgusted and want to leave this country.
He's had enough.
I've had enough.
Finally.
I've had enough of looking up a recipe and finding out that cream cheese is the basis for it. We're making tilapia, bitch. Why is there cream cheese on this shit? We're making tilapia. Why are we adding cream cheese?
Everything.
Why is cream cheese become the cornerstone of our culinary founding fathers?
You're right. I don't know. Sushi with cream cheese. Everything has cream cheese.
They brought sushi, one of the most beautiful, decadent, light, flavorful foods that just celebrates freshness. And they go, add the cream cheese. I hate you.
You're right. This is America.
I hate America.
Yes.
They literally go, let's add cream cheese. They take a pepper. A pepper from South America that's spicy, and they go, fry it with cream cheese. What the fuck are we
Stuff
doing?
it with cream cheese. You're not wrong. Everything is just, how can we America-ify it? Philadelphia cream cheese.
And it is Philadelphia.
Yeah. They came up
The
with all these
founding fathers.
recipes. They
Yes.
wrote all these recipes.
I know. No one's ever read the Constitution because there's some cream cheese bullshit in that.
Yeah.
I can't.
It is crazy.
I cannot believe that American cuisine is adding cream cheese to something.
Yeah. You're right.
It makes me sick.
I agree.
And pickles, we should be remembered for pickles.
Okay.
Because pickles is so beautiful. We're taking something that's going to go bad and say, let me save it.
Like banana bread.
Yes.
Okay.
Now that's a beautiful thing. Something that is about to be ruined and spoiled, say, wait, baby, I'll make you better.
Yeah.
I'll let you last longer and make you better.
That's great. That's everybody's dream.
Healthcare should look at cucumbers and pickles and go, we can learn from this shit.
Yeah, you're right.
We can learn from the pickles.
Yeah.
We can make them live longer and happier.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. I got really upset with the cream cheese
that's
stuff.
okay. I agree.
I can't stand cream cheese.
And I love cream cheese, but it is dominating American food.
It's just, I can't. I look up recipes all the time. I'm looking up potato recipes, and I can't find nothing without a cream cheese in it.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. Maybe it's a trend. Hopefully it's a trend.
It's been a trend for years, Rob.
Really? Yeah.
just not who we. We just have
You don't want
more
that.
to offer.
Yeah, I agree.
We just have more to offer.
I agree.
There's beautiful parts about what's happening though in this nice weather.
Yeah.
Get outside, enjoy those beautiful things. I think it's nice to make sure that you walk around. I do think that my mental health gets better when I'm walking.
I agree, and my mental health gets better when it's nice out.
Yep.
And I don't like, oh, the winters make you tough. Seasonal depression makes New Yorkers who they are. I don't think so. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's the cold that makes us who we are. Like, I don't think this region is informed by the cold. They go, oh, people in LA are fake. They don't have to deal with the weather. Switch us. I don't think it changes.
You know why? How I know that
I think we
winters don't make you tough?
What?
What are Canadians known for?
Yeah.
Being polite.
Yes. I don't.
We don't even talking here.
Yeah.
There's
so many examples all over the world of that. These winters don't make us tougher. The darkness doesn't make us tougher. I think New Yorkers are able to build community. We care about our community. We have a sense of pride. We're social people, because we live by each other. It's very easy with the public transportation and the way that the city was built. You could walk to your friends. My whole family, when they grew up, was walkable to each other.
Yeah.
Now we don't have that.
No.
So I think that sense of pride and I don't know, attachment to the place is really what makes it. I don't think it has anything to do with the weather. So I'm over the how bleak the winters get. And I like skiing, but I just don't think I can't justify fucking get tougher from these winters. No, I don't think that happens.
No.
I think I get weaker.
You get weaker.
I think every winter I get weaker.
I think everyone gets weaker. We
Yeah.
come out
and then I have to build myself back up in the summer months or the nice months.
And that's why you get outside. You see a couple people you don't know.
Yeah.
Have a couple iced coffees. Have a couple pickles. See some tattoos. You go,
yes.
Ooh la la.
Yeah.
And you store that down. You brine that for the fucking winter.
100%. And I forget how much fun I can create for myself in the summer. Or when it's nice out. Because I don't need much. I don't need much. I stay in my apartment, though. So I have to create fun in my apartment. What?
Creating fun in your apartment.
Yeah. I smoke weed. I play video games. I get into my Switch. I watch LeBron.
No, I know.
I would have card
It's
nights,
just funny.
pizza nights. You want
yeah, you have fun in the
that's
apartment.
what I do. I have to do that. Yeah.
No, I know.
That is what I used to go out and go to bars. I just can't afford that anymore. Yeah. So you have to create fun inside. But when you have outside as a outlet for fun, it just makes everything so much easier.
As I said in a previous episode, we were paying for the outside, Rob.
Yeah, exactly.
So
this is the months
we don't just pay. Yeah, we pay for the outside. We don't just pay
in
for
the winter.
Inside. In the winter.
Yeah.
So now we're getting more bang for our buck in New York.
Significantly more.
So I'm gonna be outside. Nice. I'm gonna be having my headphones on, doing my walk, listening to some music.
Yeah, it's nice.
I'll say this. I've been listening to 2000 stripper hits.
Really?
That's been my new.
I have 2000 R&B.
2000
hip
stripper
hop
hits.
R&B. It's 2000s hip hop R&B.
It's incredible, Rob.
Because I was having chill R&B.
Yeah.
So what are you listening to?
I mean, a lot of Akon.
I Wanna Fuck You. Yeah. That's heavy in my rotation. I mean, I love Akon.
I mean, comic music.
Akon, T-Pain, Chris Brown.
Sure.
I loved the people that were the features at the time, Jay Sean.
Of course.
I loved a rap, song collaboration. And a good rap song with a good chorus and bridge. I love that.
Yeah, and that's what I've been listening to. I've been listening to 2000 stripper hits.
That's incredible.
It's incredible, Robbie.
I mean, we're not far from. I'm listening to Genuine. I mean, we're both listening to probably the same.
But that's the energy outside.
Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the energy. So, and I can't believe
you, Lloyd, Lil Wayne. That's my last song.
Nice. I love that.
So what's your favorite stripper hits?
I don't know. I'll come back with a couple. I mean, I've just been pretty much listening to Akon. We don't need to. I'm not gonna pull up.
Fucking love. Akon was my first CD that I was able to get parental advisory because I showed my parents the Lonely song. And I was like, see, it's.
I've been listening to Lonely a little bit.
I love Lonely. Lonely was one of my favorite songs of all time.
But it's nice to be outside and enjoying that, right? Music hits the little difference.
I listened to this.
Outside.
I gotta put you onto this song. Some guy did like a remix that I like that I listened to literally walking over here.
Put me on.
Still Feel Alone.
See?
He uses the
Gatekeeping for not for me though.
Okay. We could go onto the Patreon where I'll release some of the gatekeeping.
All right, beautiful. Thank you all for tuning in. It truly means the world to us that you listen to the podcast. If you want, share the podcast with a friend. Sharing it, and having more people listen is the best way that you could support this podcast.
It's fun to talk about a podcast with a friend too. You both listen and then you talk about it, especially if you're both walking or if you walk and you know other people that are getting back out. Yeah. Please recommend it to a friend. Please.
It's the more celebrities start podcasting, the more that let's be honest. You want someone that's relatable.
Yeah, I agree. The celebrities aren't relatable. As much as they're going to try to pretend to be relatable, and it'll be hours and hours of them talking, but it will seep out.
Yes.
And don't trick yourself into thinking you relate to them. Because I'm sorry you don't. I don't know what to tell you.
They're just faking it. They're good actors.
Yeah, very good.
So please share the podcast with a friend. If you want to join the Patreon, that's a great way to also support the podcast. And we talk more over there. We put out weekly episodes. We have a ton of episodes over there. Or just comment or share the clips. That is another great way to help. Thank you all so much for listening. Beautiful, Robbie. Hit the music.